Right, we should be back. I don't know why, what happened there. So OBS, I just was wondering why on my OBS window I just couldn't see the views changing anymore. All right, so we're back. Yeah, I was just saying that I don't know if you copied regarding the things with the flaps and the flaperons actually moving in flight. Probably very little, but they do move to change the the wing aspect and the wing curvature to improve performance. Right, let's do a fuel check, shall we? So we're coming up Elmet, and we have currently it is 1814, and we're landing at 1921. So about an hour from now. So not much time. That's not too long flight. Last thing you heard, one thing I can say. Yeah, so I'm fascinated by how the aircraft flies and behaves. So speed VNAV path, that's important. Yeah, so lots of new systems, new features, and very comfortable to fly. And manual flying, oh, sorry, so one thing, exactly, so one thing I can't say is that since I'm only flying a procedure trainer right now and not the level D simulator, I don't know exactly how the aircraft flies yet. So people tell me it flies beautifully, but I have no reference whatsoever. I can't say how that really behaves in real life. But soon. So let's have a look. Where can we do a fuel check? Well, look, we can't do one until Tarto. Okay. Well, anyway, so we're going to be arriving with 7.5 tons of fuel according to this. And what I didn't do is I didn't enter any wind data, which I should have done. So 390. And we're going to put this at, what's it, 45 with 25 knots. There we go. So it says 7.6, maybe it changes. What we should have is a value of so we should have 4.8 plus 2, so 6.8 tons is what we're supposed to have arriving. So 7.6 is fine then. So we have a bit of extra. Paleo asks, have you done base? No, no. So what we've done is literally, we only had 3 simulated missions up to now, so 3 of them. So what we've done is normal procedures, you know, learning the normal setup, etc., etc. We've done a few abnormals, engine start abnormals, smoke, fire, fume, display failure. But again, it's, you know, only... Oh, that's a bit weird. Okay, how come that is 390? Doesn't make sense. Okay, let me delete that out. Yeah, that's a bit strange. That I don't know where it's getting that from, but there we go. Yeah, so we'll see. Next couple of missions, it'll be more emphasis on use of autopilot systems, approaches, engine outs, RTO, evacuations. Yeah, so it's a lot of things that are coming up now over the next 3 missions next weekend. But interestingly enough, so on the first day, obviously, things were very kind of new, and it took some time to get used to the procedures. But then, day 2 and day 3 especially, things really improved, and the SOPs are getting better and quicker. So it's a steep learning curve, I would say. Absolutely. Looking all right for P3D, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so the plan is as follows. What I'd like to do in Tenerife is I would like to try, because that's going to be coming up next weekend in my simulator missions, is a approach regarding VNAV. So again, we can't use IAN here, but what I'd like to do is try out LNAV VNAV. So for that, let's go and program the approach now. And so yeah, it's a VOR approach that's programmed. So the idea. So it's Tango Fox Sierra out of 2,100 feet. And then into the approach. Let's see if let's program that again. Execute. So arrival. So it's Territor. Lima Zulu Romeo. I'm going to take that out again. Well, although that's a buff, we don't need to delete that actually. Disregard. So restrictions. So Territor 100 above, that's fine. Lanzarote, we don't have a restriction there. Betan, no restriction. Canis, no restriction. Lima Papa Charlie, no restriction. Conda. Yeah, and then Meran, I don't see any restrictions there either. And then from Meran, we're going to be going to...
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could
Tango Fox Sierra to hold.
To the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Hey, Voyager, time flies. Thank you much, Voyager.
Time flies, smile.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Voyager. 35 months. I know it's longer than that, but thank you so much for your support. So the approach starts at 2,100 feet, and then we have a missed approach point at 4 miles, and that's actually called Mike Delta 07. So that is shown here. So that is correct. And we're supposed to be there at 817. Does that make sense? It's about 2 miles from the threshold, and the threshold is at 188. Yes, that makes sense. So we're going to lose 600 feet. So that should be correct. 3.1 degree path we're going to do. And the minimum is 950 feet. So I'm going to put in bar row 950 here already. Reset. So we're going to put 1,000 feet into the MCP then later on. And it should follow the... Hey, Iowa, how you doing? Nice to see you. It should then follow the final path. It's a very short path, but we'll see if that works. So LNAV, VNAV, we'll try. If not, we'll switch over to vertical speed or flight path angle. Cool. Let's have a look at the landing performance. So Golf, Charlie, Tango, Sierra, search. We'll take runway 07.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first?
Oh, Sim Caesar, thank you so much.
Complimentary drinks,
Again, that's really, really kind.
Premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Sim Caesar, thank you for gifting us up to Iowa Scotsman. That's really kind. That's 149 gifted subs here, my God. Sim Caesar, thank you so much. Okay, cool. So just checking the weather, 060 at 13, so runway 07 definitely in use. So runway is dry. Broken 3,300, 27 degrees. Oh, wind shear 07, lol, okay. So we got wind 060 at 13.
Welcome aboard
Temperature
the Captain Black Box
is
Twitch
27.
channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please
Hey Christian,
make their way
thank you
to
so
the
much.
first-class cabin, where
That's really
complimentary
kind.
drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Christian, thank you so much. Actually, no, that's Voyager. Voyager gifting a sub to Christian. Voyager, that's really kind as well. Vielen, vielen Dank. That's 31 gifted subs already from Voyager. Vielen Dank. That's really kind. Just seeing another traffic there. So we got 1017 and landing weight right now we've got 173.6 and we're going to burn off another 4 tons, 3 tons. That's so let's say 170.5 for landing. So 170.5. We'll do 5 knots additional as always. And then we've got a manual landing. We'll do flap 25. Anti-ice off. No credit reverser. Automatic spoilers. Brakes all working. Let's calculate. So landing distance available. It says 10,500 feet. Let's have a look what we have. So Tenerife South, it says we've got 3,200 meters. Yeah, that's about 10,000 feet. That's fine. So that's cool. So I would choose auto brake. Yeah, let's go auto brake 2, shall we? So auto brake 2 is set. And then one last thing to do here for the preparations, flaps 25. And we'll check that again later on in the approach itself. But that looks good. Right, got an aircraft to the right. Probably won't be able to see him. Thank you much, Voyager, once again. And thank you again to Sim Caesar as well. All right, beautiful sunset coming in. Beautiful. Yeah, so procedure-wise, right now, pretty normal stuff, right? So once we are getting closer to the airport and once we've done the briefings, we're getting ready for descent, the next call would be descent items, flaps 25, auto brake 2. And that means the pilot monitoring will then do the items. So he'll program. Actually, the pilot monitoring is the one that enters the values here. And then the co-pilot will also put the bar row or the minimums in here, do the calculations for the landing. And then the next checklist would obviously be the descent checklist. Oh yeah, I was going to try to find out the how much power the battery has. Let me just try to figure out if I find a value there somewhere. Let me just go and search my documents. Nothing there. That's the problem with my documents. Sometimes some of them are really, really, really bad. So there's not really much info, and it's one of those things I sometimes wonder. You know, obviously, the manufacturers are saying, well, you know what, you don't really need to know that too much about the system stuff, etc., etc. Which is a shame, really. So if I look to my documents battery power, it tells you what where it is and what it supplies, but it doesn't have any information on how many kilowatt hours and. So I guess one would have to search somewhere. On the internet. Ask maintenance, yeah. Let's have a look. Okay, so it says it's a lithium ion. It has 8 cells, 32 volts, and the current provided for airplane power is 150 amps. So that much I've found. And compared to the 777 nickel cadmium battery, which is 24 volt and only 16 amps. So imagine the voltage 32 and the current provided by the 787 normal battery is 150 amps. That is a lot. Blimey. Yeah, exactly. I heard that as well. Now, they are enclosed, obviously, but I mean, somebody said quite rightly, I mean, lithium ion batteries, if they start burning, if it's a thermal runaway, the only way to really counteract that is by cooling it extremely. But I guess that they have solved all those issues, right? So. Hey, baby Boeing. There's a little video on YouTube showing its enclosure. Okay, so Yeah, I haven't found how many amp hours the battery has. But it was a definite debacle back then, yeah. So there was a Japan Airlines 787 that had a auxiliary power unit battery fire. So the APU battery caught fire there. Well, it's 32 volts. So the main battery has 32 volts and 150 amps output. Yeah, just hang on. I'll give you the link. So that's from the Boeing website. Hold on. So that's from the official Boeing website that says... Hey, Bruno. Bruno, do you know, have you found any values regarding how many... how much power is stored by the batteries? So amp hours, how many amp hours the battery 787 has? I haven't found any values yet. Well, I mean, I show you the, it says here, so 787 batteries, it says voltage nominal 32 volts, 8 cells. 777-24. So that seems to be correct then. Bob, yeah, thank you so much. I know, I appreciate the support. Yeah, I saw that as well. I don't know. So I've looked at the Lex page, and I don't see. So that's past Miran. So behind Miran, I have no idea. Let me just try and find out the transition level. Let me put in a transition level. That's going to be at 70. So let me just put 070 in here. Yeah, but that's no help. I don't know. Yeah, for some reason it has some value there. Weird values on the VNAV descent page as well. Okay. Oh, that, yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, even if I take out that restriction there, it still has some... Well, no, now it's... But, yeah, it doesn't take out... So that's all right now, but it still doesn't take out that weird thing there. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a restriction, you know, from the arrival route. Yeah, I don't know where it gets that. I can change that. Maybe let me change that to. Let me have a look at the arrival routing. So we'll manually change that to. It's like 70 above or something. Lanzarote. Yeah, it's all 7. So let me put. That in there. Yeah, I guess it's programmed wrong in the Navigraph. So next page. Because the lowest you're allowed to go is 70. Like this one here. Yeah, but it still doesn't get rid of that. That's so weird. Right, let me put this at flight level 070. Maybe that's the one. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, so we're going to have to fly hold. So we're going to cross the fix, and then procedure is a holding. Now I don't know why it's got double that in there. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. But the arrival takes us to the VOR. And then we'll do a procedure turn in the holding pattern there, the racetrack pattern, and start the approach. I mean, it's not really a holding, is it? But let me go and put Tango Fox Sierra, then it's 16.4. Now we are planning for the VOR approach anyway, so we need those VORs. So I'm going to put them on both sides. Although now we leave that automatic, that is manual, and inbound course is going to be 073. That's weird. It's gotten dark suddenly. Good, so what I'll do is I'm going to program the MSA sector around Tenerife. So let's put Tango Fox Sierra in there. And then it's one radio 268, or one's 307. And then we've got one at 88 degrees. Put 25-mile circle around that as well. And then there's one going 270. Oh. What? Lol. Right. Cool. So got 273 miles. Again, so I guess here in the quality wings, maybe what the issue is regarding the descent profile, and why you get quite often, you know, the speed brake required or drag required message is because it doesn't have a 3-to-1 profile. So 1,000 feet, 3 miles. It actually has more like 1,000 feet, 4 miles. Hence, from this altitude, it's more like, you know, 160 miles for the descent that's required. So if I say I want to be over Tenerife South at 7,000 feet, that's 32 miles, 32,000 feet to lose times 4. So that's 130 miles. Maybe deceleration a bit more. So I'm gonna descend at 140 miles prior to that fix. or the VUR. That's when I start my descent. And then we'll see how it goes. Now, one thing I wanted to find, now, for some reason, I couldn't find... I'm pretty sure on progress page 2, you would have RMP that you can manually change. Yeah, on progress page, so the progress page on the real aircraft actually has 4 pages, and then on page 4 is where you can actually enter an RMP value manually. But that's missing here. Okay, interesting. So Paleo, thanks for the infos. Yeah. So 50 ampere hours. Okay, interesting. Well, Baby Boeing, I think, you know, the aircraft was developed a long time ago, and they didn't really, you know, update or improve anything for a long time. You know, I'm surprised that we don't see any highly detailed 787 being developed. You know, you could argue, well, the problem is the systems behind, you know, the aircraft is so complex, especially then if you want to simulate the interaction between different systems, and then, you know, of course, the checklists, up the non-normal checklist as well, just like the PMDG. It would take a lot of programming. Mark, quite interesting, said not long ago, so Malintli, one of our mods, he said he gets the feeling that because Microsoft has really taken the lead role, it seems to have taken away the motivation for, you know, for add-on makers to bring out these highly detailed add-ons, because we can see how you have very basic add-ons already fulfilling the desire of 95% of all the flight sim community, right? There's only 5% or less, the hardcore community that really care for these, you know, really, really detailed systems, right? Yeah, Bruno, I mean, I don't know. I can only speculate, but I'd love to see a really highly detailed, you know, simulated 787. Yeah, Bruno, who knows? Yeah, okay, so Baby Boeing, I mean, I wouldn't expect that, really. So with all the different mods, you know, regarding ETOPS, etc. But well, we'll see. So Aero Cities, I'm interested to follow along those developments, but the question again is where does the development depth stop? All right, so where does the, you know, how much system programming is being done in the background? So how, you know, does it have all the integrated checklists? You know, is it that kind of study level, if you like, even though I don't like the term, but yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. So I mean, the mods are the Cura mod, and I think what's the other one called coming out as well soon. But they already said it'll have the same level of detail as a Cura mod. So it's a bit less than what the quality wings have. So for example, in the Cura mod, you're not going to be able to use VSD, for example. That's not working on the Cura mod. Right, so whoever's flying along here, who was it? Who was flying along? I forgot the name. So we're slowly overtaking him. So that's Lanzarote coming up there. And we said 130 miles, so about 80 miles, 90 miles until our top descent there. So let's have a look at the airport. So we're on the arrival routing via Lanzarote. 70 is the minimum we're allowed to go down. And we're going to have to cross Tenerife South VUR at level 70 as well. So that's the planning. So what we'll do is we'll enter, do a teardrop and fly outbound 10 miles and then go back inbound. Now, I don't know if we're able to lose 5,000 feet until we're back here. We'll try. We'll get the speed brakes out. We'll try to get down, and then if we are able, we'll start the approach. Otherwise, we'll do one smaller pattern as well, and then start. So interesting, the final descent is out of 2,100, which is about 2,000 above the ground. 3.13 degree profile down, and the missed approach goes radial 073 to 5,000, and then right with max 220 knots to the back to the VOR. We're climbing 70 and join the holding again. Yeah, minimum was 950, and we got auto brake 2. Sector to the north is high, 8,300 feet. So threats, risks, yeah, high terrain to the north. Fuel-wise, we are good. We've got about 25-30 minutes extra fuel, so we do have enough fuel for another round. Look at that. Hey MT, how you doing? Cool. Alrighty. So again, on the VSD, we have those triangles that show us restrictions, but they are low down at 7,000 feet, so no issues for us whatsoever. $200 miles to go. Really? You're kidding? Any builds? So any builds wants to build an A320neo? Lol. Okay. It's like, why? You know, we got so many of them already. Blimey. Hey Danny, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, doing well. How are you? Exactly. Flubber wire, you know, I don't know. Because that'll be the best one, yeah. That's what they always say. Yeah, so Baby Boeing, thanks for the link. I think, is that the, let me just check. Okay, no, that's a different, there's another YouTube channel. It's a mechanic, I think for, well, at least in Amsterdam, I think he's working. And he's done some videos as well, showcasing some of, the E&E bay and the, he showed a, generator oil or started generator oil change, engine run up. So that guy's working for American Airlines. Okay, yeah. So there are some videos, and I agree. It's great to see mechanics publish some videos as well, because I find that really interesting. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so these are white because they are on the flight plan route, but this one's the active waypoint. So that's now the magenta. That's the active restriction that we have. Did we put at exactly? Is it above? Okay, now let me put exactly at 7,000 there, so maybe then it'll calculate a bit different. So there we go. 183 miles. So the FMS wants to descend in about 90 miles, which definitely is too late. I mean, I don't know why the top of descent show is here while the FMS wants to descend at Betan. So that's 50 miles. So that may work. That may work. Yeah, that's not too bad then. Okay, nice. Yeah, Baby Boeing, thanks for the link. Yeah, I'll check that later. And then at the end you see it's a big metal box with tons of bolts. Okay. Oh yeah. The Canaries can get very windy. Yeah, absolutely. Are you looking at the windy.com or? Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting, right? That is actually very interesting. Yeah. Absolutely agree. Yeah, absolutely agree. That's a fantastic app, yeah. Good. So let's do the descent items, flaps 25, order break 2. So we already set everything in here. So first off, we'll do the recall check as well. Recall is checked. Everything's set up. So let's have a look then at a descent checklist. Recall checked, notes checked. So notes checked means the following, guys. So if there's anything regarding abnormals, so non-normal, or if there's anything that needs to be looked through, you have a little box here that says notes, and then you can actually check those notes, but there's no notes shown up here, so that's fine. Order pick 2, landing data VREF minimums, VREF 146 and minimums bar 950 checked. Approach briefing is completed, and descent checked as complete. Hey, oh, sorry, Lilo. Sorry, I didn't say hello to you earlier on. Lilo, how are you? Nice to see you. And when is SU14 supposed to come out? Because SU13 is a bit delayed, isn't it? Oh, it's sunsetting. Yeah, exactly that. So regarding the flap settings, so Dash 9, 7%-9 has more settings. And you can use those settings for landing, so for approach, not landing but approach. So you can have 17, 18, play around a little bit with the drag. So you can go 1520, 2530, or you can go 15, 15, 17, 18, whatever you like. Same for takeoff. So takeoff, it'll try to optimize regarding not just flaps 5, but also flaps 15, 17, 18 as well. December. Okay, thanks, Lido. Thank you. But then, I mean, it's almost 2024, isn't it? So that means SU13 is tomorrow. Okay, all right, we'll see. What's the big thing for SU13 tomorrow, Lido? Good, let's go TCAS below. Transponder, that's below, that's fine. Weather radar's fine. VHF, cool. Okay, so 150 miles, and we said we want have about what, 130 miles? 140 miles? Yeah. That's fine. Oh yes, 787 updates. Yeah, that's what I look forward to. 787 updates. Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting to see. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Lilo. So here, let me just check here on the progress page. On the next page, you get crosswind headwind components. So that's important for the landing later on, regarding additionals to the VREF. So right now it says 13 knots headwind component. So that's a third plus full gust, but a third. Yeah, so that's about what, good with 5 knots still then. Now I'm still inclined to use VNAV path. So what we'll do, we're going to dial in 7,000 here. And so the aircraft will descend automatically in VNAV path. Yeah, Indy built 320 now. Now that's going to be interesting to see how detailed that will be. You know, with all the systems and so on. I can't see it being too detailed, to be honest. But we'll see. I mean, Indy builds, I mean, they do make good aircraft add-ons. It's just a matter of, you know, with the integrated checklist, that's the thing. So it should descend here and not there. Yeah, so now it's in VNAV out. So let's see. Hey Lewis, nice to see you. I'm doing well. Type running is going well. Very busy, obviously, a lot of things to learn. So currently at home, but already preparing the next sim missions coming up this weekend. But yeah, it's fun. It's a lovely aircraft, I have to say. It's very fascinating. So I'm going to start my descent. I'm going to push on that button. And if I'm not mistaken, it should now go down with that 1,000 feet per minute. All right, let me go vertical speed here. So we've got speed, vertical speed. No, I was a senior, well, first officer and a senior first officer. Long range. Aircraft mostly focused on Xbox audience. Yeah. Avenger, where do you get that info from? I don't see a kappa behind that. There we go. now I see. Yeah, thank you. Right. Yeah, but that top of descent is definitely too late. So I don't trust that. Now what we can do, we can increase the range, and you see that descent banana. Yeah, I can put that onto the Tenerife, and then yeah, that rate should get us down nicely now. Almost Christmas. Oh man, you know, time is going so fast. Yeah, it's crazy. Trying to pick up the aircraft behind me, but I think we're well ahead of that that traffic. Okay, so we'll try again to do a kind of a non-precision approach using LNAV, VNAV. Well, Danny, apparently, yeah. That's what I'm hearing. I didn't hear it myself, but yeah, Paul, it's unnaturally warm at the moment, isn't it? Alright, so we don't have any weather here. I'm going to put terrain here on the display. So that island there is Gran Canaria. Gran Canaria there. So we'd just be south of that. So where do we stand regarding distance? 100 miles, 32. Right, let's increase the speed a bit. So here we go. Now we're on path, it says. So let me go back to VNAV. Oh no, we're 7,000 below, it says. Ugh. No. Cool. Let's check the weather for what's it called? Golf Charlie Lima Papa. That's few 2100 020 at 20. So that's fine. And our alternate Fuerteventura is 050 at 15, Scat at 3000, yeah, also. So both airports are nice, no threats. And if I'm not completely mistaken, Gran Canaria. Yeah, so big runway, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, so that's a valid plan B for sure. Okay, cool. So we're slowly coming into the path. All right, let's go manage then. Let's go VNAV. Let's see how the aircraft then does it. Well, I think so. So I don't really normally bash developers too badly, but I think Captain Sim is definitely something to avoid. No, so display thresholds, Paul, are normally for landing, obviously. So you're not allowed to land short of that. The reason is that there's always a technical reason behind that when it comes to displaced threshold, and quite often it will be obstacle limitations. Is that for 01, or which runway is that? Yeah, I think it's 01, isn't it? So there's one runway that yeah, so I'll show you that here. So that's a huge display threshold. Now you can use that for stopway. So if you're taking off in this direction, you can use this as a stopway, so for your stop calculations. But for landing, you're not allowed to land on this. So even in emergency, because again, it may be antennas, some obstacles in the short final here that you may not know about, especially nighttime. You may not see. So yeah, be careful with those. Lol. Now it says it's getting high in the profile. How silly is that? But yeah, we're going to ignore that. Level of shame, yeah. Well, at the moment, I don't know. I'm surprised because 7,000 feet. So that's 15,000 feet to go, and we still got. Why is that not picking up the VUR? How weird is? Oh, that's the wrong frequency. That's why I probably know. No, 16.4. That's correct. How come? Yeah, P makes programmed, right? So how come I cannot? Yeah, I tried it. No, I think that's because in the procedure. That's why. But I mean, that doesn't look good, does it? That's weird. Now that seems to be bugged here. But that's not good, because we need that for the approach. No have, no can do. All right, let's go with the ILS then. So let's go ILS Zulu in this case. So Zulu 07, transition. Oh, hang on. That. Let's do that. Yeah, that seems completely bugged out here. Tango Fox Sierra, then it's supposed to be holding there. Let's just do that. Let's close that up. And then we'll do flight level change. Yeah, we'll fly the ILS then. Beta tester. No, thank you. Yeah, that's the problem with the quality wings. I'm a bit shocked actually that it does have a lot of issues, it seems. Good, let's get everyone strapped in. I'm going to put the land lights on here. Good, so we are now on our way to Miran and then to the VR. And I mean, what we could do, hold at. Why is it holding at that? Have a look at the plan. I'm going to step through here. Okay, that's a bit weird. So it's going outbound. Okay. Okay. No, that. Well, that's the missed approach, isn't it? Why does it hold that? All right, let's try that again. So we got the arrival without any. That is so weird. Hold. Next hold. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh my god. Well, that's holding though. Hang on. Nah, I think we need to do that manually then. All right. So currently, now that's interesting. We don't have any information on Tango Fox Sierra, so the RatNav isn't working. It's supposed to have tuned it, but it's not receiving it. That is really weird. Going 250. Tenerife South traffic, Europa 711 is 20 miles out, 30 miles out from Tenerife, and we'll fly the ILS Zulu runway 07 in Tenerife. I can only say it's got 60 FPS plus, so it's on VSync. It's so smooth. Absolutely fascinated by it. Clouds look pretty decent as well. Cool. So what we're going to do is we will approach the VOR, then we'll go outbound. About 20 degrees offset here, to 10 miles over water, and we'll descend down to 4,700, turn back inbound, intercept the inbound radial. Well, would have been to the... oh, wait, now it's receiving it. Hang on. Lol. Okay, so we've got it now, 16.4. Let me try that again. Maybe we can fly the VOR approach. Yeah, it is indicating. But we'll stick with the ILS now. So we've got Tango Romeo Sierra 073. So, but it should be India Tango's Sierra. Well, hopefully that would change. How weird. Okay, maybe some bug in P3D, I don't know. But it seems like at least we got the ILS now, 15.8. That looks good. Although I am still intrigued if we can fly the VR approach. I know. Right, VR DME 07. Okay. It's got that now. Tango Fox Sierra 073. Cool. Right, so VOR approach it is. We'll try that. VOR approach. So same principle. We'll go outbound to about 10 miles, descend 4,700. Then back inbound 073 degree radial to the station, and past the station, final descent down to minimums about 1,000 feet, so 950 minimums, and the rest as briefed. So slow down here. Slowly but surely. We're at 7,000 feet. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. There's the airport. Nice. Yeah, we'll try to fly that in VNAV with selected speed, though, for the final approach. Hey, Captain Chaos. Oh, sorry, yeah, the chart. Yeah. So, thank you, Voyager. Yeah, so again, we're going to fly this in VNAV, hopefully. If not, we'll switch to vertical speed. Yeah, airport just coming to view right there. And of course we have payware scenery. Yes, sir. Nice. So that's all done. We've done the checklist for the send. Oh, approach checklist, actually, in a minute. We're 7-0. I am going to pre-select 4,700 next. And I'm going to go now.
Traffic, report any traffic on final for
It says ROPA 711, 7,000 feet, joining the procedure ILS 07, estimate landing about 10 minutes.
Under in that case, the 18 Hotel Charlie taking off on 07 Tenerife start traffic.
Right, there we go, that's fine. That should not be an issue. Cool. I am going to go on to heading select. Let's match up the heading here. Heading select. Fantastic. So we'll go outbound 243, 233 degrees. And actually, we could actually pre-select the altimeter settings, so it should be 1017. So now we've pre-selected that. Put that in. Okay. Anyways, so we're good here. Approaching the station. And so we're going to go outbound 233. And we'll start to descend down. And we're going to go flaps 1. Flaps 1. Yeah, one thing I've been told already, the aircraft does not slow down easily. Oh, it's got track up? How did that happen? Hang on. Can I change that? Can't change that. Lol. Okay. Yeah, so again, the aircraft does not like to slow down.
Traffic easy 18 Hotel Charlie 2000 feet,
Are you joking? Why isn't that? DME, what is wrong with that? Blimey. Okay, so set altimeters. 1017 is set to 6,000 feet, checked. So I'm going to have to use the fix page for that, 10 miles. Oh, the weather is great. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Airport behind us there. At 8 miles. Here comes flaps 5. That is strange, yeah. Good. Distance from about 10 miles. We'll turn inbound. So we'll use 034 degrees for the intercept. The problem is it doesn't even show the VOR correct now. Okay, so something's really bugged. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to fly the Zulu. So we'll take that one, that one. Course is 073. Oh my god, what's happening here? All right. Well, we've got the ILS identified. India Tango Sierra. So that's correct now. 109.7. Yeah. So that's good. We got lock active. Glide slope armed. And we are at 17 miles final. That's fine. So I'll descend down to 2,100 feet for the procedure. So final ascent is Foxtrot. Let's see. 2,000, about 5.8 from the ILS DME out of 2,100. Checklist, let's do the approach checklist. Approach altimeters 1017, 4,500 checked. So approach checklist completed. I'm going to already arm the speed brakes here.
Tenerife South traffic, window 245 is at 6,000 feet, 10 miles west of Tenerife Avion.
Tenerife South traffic, Europa 711 is on a 13-mile final, runway 07 in Tenerife. Beautiful. All right, so we've got lock glide slope. Now we're going to put the flaps to 17. That should have enough drag to not speed up too much. Because in flaps 5, gear up on normal profile, it'll speed up apparently. HUD, yeah, we can try it. A bit bumpy, it seems. Good. Missed approach 70 again. We captured the glide slope, so let's put that to Missed approach 70 set. Yeah, it's still struggling though, isn't it? A good 27 knots from the front. Now I am going to add a little bit of additional, so let me add oh no, so 146 is fine, but we're going to add another 10 knots to that. So 156 is what I'm going to fly the approach with. It is bumpy, man. Surprised. Cool. Let's go ahead and there you go. So manual thrust. Gears coming down. So 156. Flaps 20. And flaps 25. Final setting. So let's get the aircraft stable. So again, it'll automatically trim for everything except speed changes. So I've got to trying to get into the right final speed config. Trim the aircraft for that. And then we should be Gucci. Oh, that's weird. Right, checklist override because we have flaps 25. That's what we wanted to have. So let's get back onto center line here. So landing checklist complete, checklist complete. 1000 is checked. Stable, on path, speed is good. Hang on, we did want 156, didn't we? Why is this 146? There we go.
Approaching minimums.
Continue. I know it's for the viewer, but we are visual now, so all good. We have a downdraft here.
Tenerife South. Pinter 245 established on the ILS 07 is 10 miles fine.
Bit fast here, come on, let's correct that.
300. 200.
It's a little bit fast.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh yes, please. So spoilers up. Reverse normal. $80 knots. Actually, it's 60 knots we should call out. Yeah, I know. I love the HUD. I really do. 60 knots checked. Auto brake off. So auto brake. And we'll vacate. Tenerife traffic, Euro 711, vacated 07 in Tenerife South. Auto brake off. Yeah, I missed that.
You, and the Winter 245 is now on a 8 miles final on the 07 Tenerife.
So let me just stop here quickly. Get those lights on, if that works or not. The scenery is nice, and I have to say, I mean, I was quite happy with performance today. So for me, as a captain, I would say now after landing items, and I just switch off my flight directors, I'll switch off terrain, weather radar mode. And that's it. The first officer has a lot more to do. So he's got to start the APU. I do the lights, so strobe lights going off. Then he'll go ahead and switch off the auto brakes. He'll get the flaps up. So where do we park here? So we have gate India. No, let's go gate H. Heavy. Follow me, yes please. I have no idea where we're parked, so we definitely do need flight direct. Follow me. So TCAS is going to off, so transponder mode only, and then have a look here. That's fine. So have I missed anything? So after landings, APU anti-ice lights, auto brake, terrain mode on his side, weather radar mode off as well. That's it. Oh, there's a follow me. Hello. Here we go. And then, yeah, flaps, transponder, speed brake. Yeah. Done everything. Hey, hello, Mark. Yeah. But I don't think Mark is simulating. Although maybe he may have his laptop with him. Who knows? Mark, do you have your laptop? Are you flying along? So I'm completely trusting into the follow me. Let's hope he gets us to the right place. Oh no. No! I'm not going to go there. What's he doing? Is he drunk? Oh, okay. He's drunk. Look at his driving. Yeah, it's GSX, exactly what do you expect. So let's have a quick look here. The landing here. Binter Air, nice. What plane is that? Oh, it's an ATR. Nice, GG's. Ah, here we are. That's where we're supposed to park. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Alrighty. There is hope. There is hope. Oh, no, it's not. It's over here. Okay, disregard. I thought... I just saw some people standing there. I thought, okay, that's it. There is no after landing checklist. So it's just after landing items, but no checklist with that. Next is going to be shutdown items, and then the shutdown checklist. Quite a lot of traffic in here.
Albertus, Window 245, finally 07 vacated.
Oh, darn. We almost went too far. Oh no. Speed brakes? What? They're supposed to be retracted? Hang on. There they are. Now that's how pros do it. Right, there you go. Come on. There we go. Let's set the parking brake. Parking brake is on. So what we'll do is I'm going to check the APU is running, securing items, cabin crew, all those in park. Now normally what we would do would call up the gear synoptic for the brake temperatures. Highest is 2.1. So that's no problem at all. Doors, we'll make sure that we have everything in manual. Not sure when they come to manual. But then the items for the first officer would be demand pump off, center pumps off, right demand pump off, fuel pumps off, beacon off, then transponder off, And now normally would look for the doors manual, seatbelts off, and then yeah, flight directors off as well. So the shutdown checklist, we wait for the external power, obviously the wheel chocks to be placed, and the ramp agent would say chocks in position, so we can put the brakes off. So shutdown checklist, shutdown, parking brake is off. Shutdown checklist complete. The spoilers, so here they're not called speed brakes, they're called spoilers. So yeah, so you arm them, and then on the ground, with ground speed above 85 knots, if either thrust lever is moved to idle, or on the ground, if both thrust reverse levers are moved to the reverse idle detent, the spoilers automatically then extend. So fairly simple system. Why are they not putting it to manual mode? Oh, there we go. Now they are. Request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
All right, let's open some cargo doors here. Forward cargo, aft cargo doors. All right. Nice. So again, welcome to Tenerife. Easy clap. Very nice. Yeah, so yeah, quality wings. Still has a lot to be desired for, obviously, but I mean, it's better than nothing. And it has a few more features compared to the Cura mod in Microsoft Flight Sim. Return, no. But what I would try to have a look. So thank you so much for flying along. And I will quickly have a look at the 777. I'll show you what I mean with the checklists. Although I'm not sure if they're too happy doing that. No, I've not flown it in real life yet. No. So it's just already complaining. It may not be working. That looks actually like it's hung. It won't work. Okay, well, disregard. All right, so we're going to quickly call up P3D again real quickly. Luckily, it starts really quickly. Yeah, so no, I've only flown it 3 times in a simulator, but that was also more like a procedure trainer, although it's a full simulator without motion. And yeah, so still got a long way to go until I finish my training. Next stream, I don't know yet when I have the next time to stream again. I'll be home next week for 3 or 4 days, but I'm not sure if I have time to stream. I am then preparing for my trip to the UK, so I'm going to be in England for 11 days to do the training there. And let's have a look. Can we go? Let's go there again. Gate heavy. Okay. Let's do that real quickly. No, like I said, I've just started the type rating, so I'm not type rated yet, Alex. It'll take me training until the fully type rated. It'll take me until January. I've not been in the 777 for ages. Oh, hang on. Lol, the sounds are through my monitor. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, me too. So, you know, 777 in Microsoft Flight Sim will be nice. Absolutely. Captain, there we go. Behind. Spot here. Beautiful. Yoda should love this, shouldn't he? So, so let me try to get a failure in, and then so let's do electrical programmed. Let's do main bus 1 fail. Active, yes. Execute. Right. So we can see that it's quite a complex failure, it seems, here in the 777. So we have a little rectangle around the failure. So this would be a caution. That's an advisory because that's indented by 1 position. Now, whenever you have a box there, it gives you a checklist for it. So normally, I'm talking about 787. So when you press checklist, it should automatically jump to the abnormal checklist or non-normal checklist, and it shows you the first one in line, which is the ELEC AC bus left. So so as a captain will call out ELEC AC bus left, and then just say checklist. And then pilot monitoring says ELEC AC bus left, and the condition the AC bus is not energized, objective, to restore power or use the APU to supply another source of power. Attempt only 1 reset. Left gen control switch off, then on. So left gen control switch off, then on. So now that we've done that, ja, Voyager, Dankeschön. Mach's gut, vielen Dank nochmal. It then gives you that green tick there, because that means that you have reset it. And it's very clever. It says then, the ELEC AC bus mesh blanks, yes or no? Well, no. So we select no. Oops. No. Then it goes and gives us the next item. APU selector, if APU available, start, then on. Ticks to that, because we've just done it. Right, ticked. Inhibited checklist, ELEC gen off left. So we're not going to do run that checklist. And then when APU running, continued, page 2. Now, I guess we would wait until we have the APU running. Yeah, when APU running. And for that, we'd normally go to systems. ELEC. There you can see now. APU running up. So now it should be available. There we go. Now it's available. So when APU running, ELEC AC bus message blanks. No. Attempt only 1 reset. Left bus tie switch off, then auto. So left bus tie off, auto, So we've done that. ELIC AC bus match blanks. No, it does not. Right. Inhibitor checklist, window heat, hydraulic pressure, primary center 1. And that's it. And then it says checklist complete. So ELIC AC bus left, checklist complete. And you can see that here as well. That little triangle, that little rectangle is removed. And that shows you that you have completed this checklist. So next one in line, it says landing altitude. And there were some inhibited checklists, so they shouldn't be shown. And then you just go through that. So that's how the checklist works, the electronic checklist, and it's very neat. The only thing is you have to be very careful when you go through those items. So it's always a CRM thing. So both pilots go through that. Both pilots have to completely understand what's going on, and yeah, be careful with the checklist. And that's it. But it's a very clever system. And again, it has so-called closed loop and open loops. So closed loop means that whenever you throw a switch, that is monitored and that's then ticked off. That's a closed loop. An open loop means that it's a system that's not monitored. So whenever you for example, the parking brake, right, on the normal checklist, that's an open loop because you don't get infos on whether or not the parking brake is set or not. Yeah, then you have some unenunciated checklists. For example, the smoke and fire stuff, right? Or the evacuation, for example. Fuel jettison, right? Those are unenunciated checklists. So you'd have to call these up yourself and then go through the checklists. Yeah, that's principle. The checklist systems. Cool, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Again, stay tuned on my Discord channel. I will announce the next stream in due time. Yeah, stay well, everyone. Thank you so much for all the support as well. Thanks to my moderators, as always, for looking over the chat. Thanks for being here. And I will see you again very soon, everyone. Good night.
Retard.